It's long been debated which colleges produce the best quarterbacks, receivers, DBs, etc. I see posts like this on Instagram and Twitter all the time, so I had an idea for a series of videos that I could make surrounding the topic. I want to go position by position and look at the top 5 colleges worthy of being labeled wide receiver university, quarterback university, DB university, you get the idea, while also finding a way to let you guys vote on which college should win each category. The reason I'm not covering a single position all in one video is because I have about 3 colleges in mind, but a YouTube poll will let me list up to 5 choices, so what I want you guys to do is to comment on what 2 other colleges you want me to include. For example, the first position I'm going to cover is wide receiver because I feel like that's the one that gets debated the most. So in this video, I'm going to go over Ohio State receivers, the next will be LSU, and the third will be Alabama. So in the comments of any of the 3 videos, please let me know which 2 other colleges should fill the remaining spots. Before I get started, I feel like it's important to lay out the criteria to keep in mind. This is not about which college had the best college players. This is about who has produced the best NFL talent. On top of that, the winner for each position shouldn't necessarily be based on which college is the most top-heavy in terms of NFL talent. I think depth is extremely important to keep in mind as well. Alright, with all of that being said, I'm going to look at stats as well as other people's opinions to come up with a consensus top 10 wide receiver list for each college, starting with Ohio State. And before anyone gets mad at me, I am not ranking the players best to worst, I am just listing the top 10 in no particular order. Starting with number 1, we have Chris Carter, who played at Ohio State from 84 to 86. He was drafted by the Eagles in 1987, and he played 16 years in the NFL. By the way, I'm not going to read off their career stats because that would just be me reading off a ton of numbers over and over, so I'm going to try my best to find a photo of each player's total career stats, and I'll just put it up if you want to pause and look at it. Number 2 is Terry McLaurin, who played with the Buckeyes from 2014 to 2018. He was drafted by the then Washington football team, now known as the Washington Commanders, in 2019, and he is obviously still playing in the league. Number 3 is Michael Thomas, who played with them from 2012 to 2015. He was drafted by the Saints in 2016, and he's still in the NFL as well. Number 4 is Joey Galloway, who played with them from 91 to 94. He was drafted by the Seahawks in 95, and he played 16 years in the NFL. Number 5 is Santonio Holmes, who was with the Buckeyes from 03 to 05. He was drafted by the Steelers in 06 and was in the NFL for 10 years. Number 6 is Garrett Wilson, who was at Ohio State from 2019 to 2021. He was drafted by the Jets in 2022, where he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Number 7 is Chris Olave. He was with the Buckeyes from 2018 to 2021, and he was drafted by the Saints in 2022. Number 8 is David Boston, who played with the Buckeyes from 96 to 98. He was drafted by the Cardinals in 99, and he played 7 solid years in the NFL. Number 9 is Ted Ginn Jr., played with them from 04 to 06. He was drafted by the Dolphins in 07 and played 14 years. And finally, number 10 is Curtis Samuel, who played at Ohio State from 2014 to 2016. He was drafted by the Panthers in 2017, and he is still in the league as well. Alright, that's going to do it for the Ohio State wide receivers. I'm not including guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba or Marvin Harrison Jr. because JSN only has 1 year of production, and Harrison Jr. hasn't played a single snap yet. The players representing each college don't have to be limited to the 10 I named, so please feel free to mention other players who I left off the list down in the comments section. Remember, the next video will be covering LSU receivers followed by Alabama, and please don't forget to let me know who you all think should be the final 2 colleges in consideration for wide receiver U, and I'll do my best to choose the 2 that are the most popular. Finally, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.